Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today. Today I created this makeup look using old drugstore makeup. So if you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. But before watching, if you're not subscribed to my channel, do so by hitting that red button below. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to be using the Water Drop Primer from Wet n Wild. And this is just going to blur out my pores. And it hydrates as well. So I like that. I'm going to apply this really concentrated like in my T-zone. Or not in my T-zone, just around my nose and cheeks. That's where I get like really huge pores. And especially right now with this weather, my skin is so dry. Ugh. And to blur a little bit more out my pores, I'm going to go with this blur stick from Milk. I'm just going to tap that to make sure that it goes into my pores. And for foundation, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation. This is one of the new foundations that L'Oreal came out, so I'm really excited to try it out. It's my first time using it, and I'm going to be going in with my beauty sponge here. I'm going to be using this to put on my foundation. I'm actually going to put the foundation on top of my beauty sponge, and I just add one drop here, one pump, and it does look very liquidy, and it does have like a good smell. It doesn't smell bad, so I'm just going to dot it out here. You know what? Let me do it with my finger. I really like that it has a pump. It makes it a little bit better like that. Yeah, it has like a smell. It smells like flowers. It doesn't smell bad at all. Because usually some foundations, oh my goodness, their smell is horrible. But this one does smell good. It's supposed to be like, I don't know, like a medium to full coverage foundation, I think. Definitely, it gives me more like a lightweight coverage. I'm going to go in with more just to build it up. And it feels really lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on the face. I'm going to add more where I need more coverage. Right now, I'm breaking out around my cheek area. So I'm going to put a lot more foundation there. And I really like the foundation has like where you put your finger to pump out the foundation. It has like a little dent there so your finger fits well, which I really like. Going to add more here onto the areas that I need more coverage. Okay, the foundation doesn't look bad at all. Like it gave me like a nice satin finish look. It's not bad. It did match me well, I think. It's a little bit rosy, undertone rosy, but it matches. It's not bad. It's really lightweight and it's not bad for a drugstore foundation. The only thing is that like I do have like really dry patches around here. And it is kind of clinging into those dry patches. But usually, most of all the foundations, they tend to do that. They tend to like attach there where I have really dry spots. But overall, it's not looking bad. It does look really well. And for concealer, I'm going to be using the new L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. And I'm going to be going in shade 345, which is Oatmeal. This concealer is supposed to be like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this Shape Tape just because it's a little bit too drying for my taste. I'm just gonna do a little bit. I don't want to conceal too much. Yeah, definitely I could tell like it's a little bit, it's a bit drying. And I really like my concealers to be a little bit more creamy, more radiant, not too much dry. And I really want to try the new e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I think. If you have tried that concealer, let me know down below if it's really good. And I'm just going to use the same beauty sponge here to blend that out. And just to make sure that my whole foundation and concealer are locked into my skin, I'm going to go in with this number 7 translucent powder. Number 7 translucent powder, and this is the Perfect Light Loose powder. And I'm just going to use a brush to apply this. Actually, I'm going to go in with my sponge here. I'm going to take this side. I'm going to go into the product like this. And I'm just going to make sure to lock this in here. For my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be going in with the Wet n Wild palette, and this is a 343B palette. And I'm gonna first go in with that transition color, and I'm gonna apply that all over my lid. And I'm gonna be using this blending brush from Target. Then I'm just gonna follow this palette. The palette has like a transition, a crease, an eyelid look, and a brow bone highlight. So the next color is, I'm gonna be going in with a crease color, which is a little bit more of a bluish greenish color. And I'm gonna apply that on my crease, this kind of brush to apply that shadow onto my crease. It's really, really green, so let's try that. I'm just gonna apply it right here. And then using the first brush that we used, the blending brush, I'm gonna go back into that, and I'm just gonna blend that. I'm gonna make sure that both shadows blend together, that there's no harsh lines. Then for my eyelid, I'm gonna go in with this gold eyeshadow from the palette, which is marked as the eyelid eyeshadow. And I'm gonna be using this brush. I'm gonna go in with this sleek makeup brush, and I'm gonna apply that eyeshadow, that gold eyeshadow, onto my lid. I'm gonna apply this here. And to intensify that eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with this Coconut Wet n Wild 3-in-1 primer. I'm gonna spritz my brush with that. And I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that eyeshadow. And hopefully that helps to intensify the eyeshadow. We're gonna leave the eyeshadow alone for a minute right now, and I'm just gonna remove my powder that we had just put, you know, the number 7 powder. I'm gonna clean that up. And this also is gonna help by removing any fallout that we... And to bronze my face, I'm gonna be going in with the Maybelline City Bronzer in shade 100. And I'm gonna be going in with this crown brush that I got at TJ Maxx. If you haven't seen my videos on TJ Maxx shop with me, go check them out. I usually find a really good makeup, and I found this brush there, so it was really good. And I'm just gonna apply that bronzer all over my face. And just because today I want to look a little bit more cut out, I'm gonna go back into my translucent powder, and I'm gonna get my sponge, and I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go in like this, and then I'm just gonna cut out so I can have like a nice, like a really nice chisel face. While that is baking at 350 degrees, we're gonna finish our eyeshadow look. I'm gonna take that transition color and that crease, we're gonna blend those out, and we're gonna put it in our under eye here. I'm just gonna dab in here and dab in here, and we're just gonna go here. We're gonna like stamp it into our under eye here. Once we stamp that crease color under our under eyelid, we're going to take this brush, blending brush, and we're going to take the transition color, and we're just going to blend that out. And then for my lips, I used the lip liner from NYX in shade Nude Pink. And then on top of my lip liner, I went with the Milani liquid lipstick Amor Mate in shade 29, which is Sweetie, which is like more like a pinkish lipstick, and I really like it. For highlight, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in shade 321B, which is Precious Petal. It's like a rosy pinkish highlighter. going to take this brush and I'm just going to put a little bit of that highlight into my inner corner here. And to seal everything into my skin, I'm going to be going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1. So I'm finished with the look, and let me say I'm really impressed with this Wet n Wild palette because you have all the shades that you need to create a look, and I think it came out really pretty, really cute. I didn't put it on fake eyelashes just because I didn't want to go through the pain. I hate putting on fake eyelashes. It's a struggle sometimes. But yeah, so I just kept it like a really nice eyelash, and I really love this palette. And I have to say, I really love this L'Oreal foundation. Like, it made my face like really pretty, really flawless. It's lightweight, it doesn't feel cakey, and it has that good coverage, and it doesn't smell bad. It's a really good foundation. I really recommend it. And then the L'Oreal concealer, I think it's really good. It's not bad. It's a little bit too dry for my taste, but it's not bad, and it's not causing any creasing. Although I do have some creases here, but it's because I already have naturally creases there, but it doesn't look bad. I finished this look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.